What if America first is starting to look more like corporate first? That's the big question around Trump's latest China mission. On the surface, it's being presented as classic Trump strength, heading to Beijing, pressuring Xi Jinping, and demanding China open up for American business. But the deeper story may be far more complicated. Trump built much of his political identity on warning Americans about China's economic threat, unfair trade, and strategic danger. So now, bringing major corporate leaders, especially Nvidia's Jensen Huang, into that conversation creates a real contradiction. If China is America's biggest rival, why are trillion-dollar tech interests suddenly front and center? This matters because Nvidia isn't just another company. AI chips are now tied to military technology, surveillance power, economic competition, and future global dominance. These are strategic assets. So when America pushes China hard publicly, but also seeks market access for powerful corporations privately, critics see mixed messaging. And that's where Trump's style becomes controversial. He's incredibly effective at headline politics. Bold statements, strong visuals, public pressure. Open up China sounds powerful. But U.S. China relations aren't simple business deals. They involve decades of trade complexity, supply chains, security risks, and long-term strategic competition. China isn't likely to reshape its system because of public slogans alone. This raises another deeper concern. Is this trip truly about protecting American workers and national interests, or helping elite corporations secure billion-dollar opportunities? That distinction matters, because what benefits Wall Street or Silicon Valley doesn't always benefit average Americans worried about jobs, inflation, and economic security. Trump's critics argue this is part of a broader pattern. Tough rhetoric when it plays politically, but softer policy when major business interests are involved. And inconsistency in foreign policy can create confusion for allies too. If China is a strategic threat, America's policies need clarity. If it's also a business partner, voters deserve honesty about that balance. In the short term, Trump may gain headlines, markets may react positively, and CEOs may secure opportunities. But long term, this trip could define whether Trump's China strategy is truly about American competitiveness or transactional optics. Because in the AI era, semiconductors are not just products, they're power. And when strategy starts looking like spectacle, the real question becomes whether America is building long-term strength or simply negotiating for short-term wins.